So here's a really easy way to build a digital audience journey and make sure your channels are working together. What you start with is two axes. And on the first axis, you have the ability of the platform to reach new audiences. So how good is that channel at going out and reaching new people? And then on the other axis, you have the proximity to conversion. So basically, how close is that channel to the place in which you sell your product? How close is it to your website, to your physical shop? And then have a think about the different platforms that you're engaging on. Where do they fit on these two ratings? So what you'll find is you'll have a number of different channels littered across this graph. You'll tend to find social media in the top left-hand corner because a platform like TikTok is really good at reaching new audiences, but getting somebody from TikTok to click through to your website or come into your physical shop is really difficult. Down here, you'll start to see channels like email marketing. On its own, it can't really reach new audiences, but it is one step closer to your website and closer to the point of conversion. And then finally down here, you'll have your website, which is very close to conversion, but without any other marketing, it can't go out and reach new audiences. When you've done that, you'll start to see naturally that your digital audience journey can be identified going from top left to bottom right. And what you can do is choose a number of the platforms. So in this instance, you might start with TikTok, which is really good at going and reaching new audiences, but you're not going to get people straight through to conversion. It's much easier to send them to, say, YouTube as a podcast or content platform, which can then send people through to email marketing, which can then send people through to the website. So what you're doing is you're measuring platforms based on their ability to go out and grab new audiences, and then you're using different platforms to do what they're best at to move them down closer to the conversion point and ultimately to see more success.